Who can tell me what this is?
Boring.
It's a pendulum. And kind of boring.
Hardly. Its motion is a classic example of energy conservation.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, thank you, Derby. I'm glad someone appreciates it.
Yeah, right there.
Ingrid, you have magic fingers.
Derby, this is going to be on the test. You're not taking any notes.
I'm not, but my butler is.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
A masseuse? A butler? Where did you get the money to afford all that?
A real estate transaction.
I recently sold a valuable property.
What valuable property?
Finnegan High School.
You sold the school? To whom?
Developers. They're putting in upscale condos with adjoining shopping
And office space.
Lovely. Do the units include access to the fitness center?
Derby, they can't build that. You may not know this, but there's a school here.
Not for long.
Thank you, Higgins. That'll do.
Mr. Tater, you have to do something about Derby and his pranks. Look at me. I'm covered in dust. And other things.
Well, what am I supposed to do? If there's one thing I've learned in my years as an educator, it's that when you come across a troubled kid, you just have to give up on them and move on.
Another school of thought is that kids act out when they feel powerless.
That's not a terrible theory.
But how can we give Derby a sense of power? Of course! Why didn't I see it? It's right in front of my face! We can put Derby in charge of straightening crooked signs.
Or we can convince him to run for student council.
That's a great idea. I was on student council when I was his age, and look how I turned out.
Well, let's try it anyway.
Slab, what are you doing?
My little cousin Jakey is coming to visit for his 5th birthday, so I'm blowing up balloons.
Slab, that's not how you blow up balloons.
They seem pretty blown up to me. Well, at least I know how to play pin the tail on the donkey.
This is how you entertain a child?
Well, I don't know what to do. Wait, you're a girl. Girls are good with children. Boys are just good with stuff like sports, science, business, medicine, and math. Girls are also good at angry looks.
Okay, if you want to learn how to entertain a kid, you can practice with me.
Cool, thanks.
Ow!
Oh, there's that angry look again.
Derby, what would you say if I told you you could have newfound power?
Oh, like Spider-Man? Except, let's have me bitten by a radioactive snake so I can slither around and eat things whole. You know how I hate to chew.
Not superpowers. I meant school-based quasi-governmental powers.
Huh?
You could run for student council.
Great idea! It's the perfect cover. As mild-mannered student body treasurer Seth Sawyer, no one would know my true identity. Snake Man.
Derby, I didn't mean...
I'll need a secret lair. The snake pit. You don't use your classroom for anything, right?
Derby, I'm not trying to give you a secret identity.
Uh-oh. My snaky sense is tingling. I must now slither off into the night.
Okay, Slab. One of the things little kids love to do is arts and crafts. Would you like to try some beading?
I'd love to. Who are we gonna beat?
You know what? Let's try some macaroni art. You can take dry noodles and, using glue, make a little person. See? Okay, you try.
Just about done.
Slab, did you just glue macaroni onto a nerd?
No. I also use fusilli.
Well, I tried. Derby showed no interest in running for student council.
Then what are we going to do to stop his prank spree? I call Snake Man, but I don't know who he is.
Derby?
No, it can't be Derby. Snake Man's a hero. Derby's an irresponsible socialite.
Derby, you decided to run in the school elections?
Nope. Student council has no power. I'm running in the city elections for school superintendent.
What? But the school superintendent is my boss.
I know I can count on your support.
Don't worry, Mr. Tater. No one's going to vote for Derby.
I wouldn't be so sure. He's already got some high-profile endorsements.
Snake Man says vote Derby for school superintendent.
Thank you for coming. Vote for Derby. Make sure you vote for Derby. Mrs. Byrne, will you be voting for me in the election?
Very funny. You know women don't have the vote.
Look at how many people showed up for Derby's campaign rally. Plus, I hear he's cozying up to the head of the PTA.
All right, I'll vote for you. Just quit cozying up to me.
Have a souvenir from my t-shirt cannon. I never saw myself as someone who would get involved in city politics, but I could no longer stand idly by, given the sorry state of our public schools. If you elect me school superintendent, I will lower teacher pay
How could he do that to me?
and get rid of incompetent principals.
How could he do that to me?
So vote for me, and I will clean up this school.
Ooh! Echo, tell me if you think my cousin will like this puppet show.
Sure, let's see it.
Great. Hold my mittens and I'll get started.
I'm off to Grandma's house. Oops, I guess I should open the door first.
Come in, Red Riding Hood.
Grandma, what big nerdy glasses you have.
The better to see you with, sweetie.
What big teeth you have. And what a big retainer you have straightening them.
The better to eat you with.
Don't eat me. I brought you this basket of treats.
Ooh! I'll take that.
Don't you dare. I brought these for Grandma.
Give it, nerd!
I don't know what to say.
How about encore?
Encore?
Okay.
I'm lost in the forest. Do I smell porridge?
You have porridge?
Well, according to the polls, Derby's way ahead.
Also, according to the polls, Mrs. Stropperson lost her cat. We can't let him win that election.
You never win anything. How do you do it?
I don't know. I'm a natural-born loser. It's not something you can teach.
We need someone to run against him. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That snake man ate Mrs. Stropperson's cat?
We should find a candidate who has something Derby doesn't have. Experience.
Who has heard of the War of 1812?
Mrs. Byrne, you're not teaching, you're running a campaign.
A military campaign in the War of 1812?
You're running for school superintendent. Tell them how you're going to make this school a better place.
A better place? This will never be a better place unless we get rid of incompetent principals.
And while you're at it, lower teacher pay.
At least she's popular with the voters.
And now for my t-shirt cannon.
Mrs. Byrne, that's not a t-shirt cannon. It's a real cannon from the War of 1812.
The what?
Great. Mrs. Byrne dropped out of the race after being arrested for assault with a very old weapon. What are we going to do to stop Derby from winning?
How about a smear campaign?
You mean we give people cream cheese if they agree not to vote for Derby? It's genius.
I actually meant we create a scandal.
So we tell them it's cream cheese, but really it's some protein-based spread made from people.
No. This is a non-cream cheese related plan.
Okay. I'm skeptical, but I'll hear you out.
Derby's done a lot of questionable things over the years. If people knew the real him, they'd never vote for him.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not. Are you thinking about cream cheese?
No. Hey, that bully stole my lunch.
Finished my storybook. Bobo the butterfly. For Jakey.
Aw, that's sweet. He's gonna love it.
Once upon a time, there was a butterfly named Bobo, and he was very hungry. So he flew around the garden looking for something for lunch and came upon a worm eating a fruit ball. That fruit ball looks scrumptious. Can I have some? Wriggle, wriggle. No way. Butterflies don't eat fruit balls, silly. So, Bobo flew off again until he saw a ladybug eating a leaf. That leaf looks, well, not very tasty. But I'm hungry. Can I have some?
Flutter, flutter. Forget it. Butterflies don't eat leaves.
So Bobo flew off again, puzzled. I can't figure out what butterflies eat. Buzz, buzz. They eat nectar from flowers, just like me. They do? Thanks, bee. So Bobo beat up the bee until he gave him his lunch. Then Bobo drank the nectar and realized nectar stinks. I'm going to take out my frustrations on everyone. The end.
Slab, I'm not gonna let you read this to your little cousin.
Ah, you're so stubborn.
It's very violent and could give him nightmares.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. Come on, move! Move! Oh. Fine, I'll go around you.
Thank you for coming to my last campaign rally of the election. You all know Derby the candidate. Now let's show you Derby the man. Family man. Businessman. War hero.
Okay, we gotta sneak over to the equipment and switch the video.
How? No one can know we're involved.
Don't worry, I have the perfect disguise.
Nice.
Patriot. Snappy dresser. Lover of animals. Thief. What's going on? Weirdo.
Well done.
I am as shocked as you are. Look at the shenanigans that have gone on at Finnegan High under Principal Tater's watch. Well, no more, I say. He'll be gone once you elect me school superintendent.
I hope you're the tater he fires. What am I gonna do? You hated my arts and crafts, my puppets, my delightful children's book, and the amazing Slabdini's magic show.
You tried to actually saw me in half. What is wrong with you?
A magician never reveals his secrets. Psychotic personality disorder.
Sorry, Slab. I guess some people just aren't good with little kids.
Slab! Cousin Jakey! Happy birthday! You look just like you did when you were a baby.
Your poor aunt.
Have you ever played Pin the Tail on the Echo?
Have they announced the election results yet?
Not as of yet, sir.
This waiting is so stressful.
I can really feel the tension in your shoulders.
You guys are being so nice to me. On the same day that I could be elected the boss of you.
What a coincidence.
The results are coming in now, sir.
How'd I do? How'd I do?
You got 2,704 votes.
Wow. Is that good?
Well, Mrs. Byrne jumped back in the race and got 0.
It's really too bad she didn't know she could vote for herself.
And then there's the beloved incumbent, Lucy McLeod, who, come to think of it, we haven't paid any attention to this entire campaign. She ended up with 36 votes.
I won! I was worried there with that big tee-up you gave Lucy McLeod. But I won! And you know what this means? Derby is the school superintendent. Look out, everyone. The fun is about to begin. One at a time! One at a time!
We need
Hey! It was not one at a time. You, Mrs. Young,
What are you gonna do about the fact that this third-rate school hires children as teachers?
We're looking into it.
That's all you ever
Well, our plan kind of worked. Derby's been too busy dealing with all the school problems to create any of his own.
Yeah, and with me in charge of this place, those problems are not going away anytime soon.
I'm gonna take out my frustrations on everyone. The end. Awesome! The bestest part was when he beat up the bee. And the other bestest part was when he beat up the worm. And the other bestest part was when he beat up the ladybug. And now I have something even bestester.
Yes, citizens. What seems to be the situation?
Yay, Snake Man!
Stop! I'm still digesting yesterday's supper.